And that tropical climate is part of what attracted the Dutch to Suriname back in the 1600s. The Netherlands colonized this part of South America, as well as a handful of islands in the Caribbean. And for a couple hundred years in these places, the Dutch used slave labor from Africa to grow tropical crops like sugarcane. Slavery was abolished in the Dutch colonies in the 1860s, and many years later, in the 1950s, these Caribbean colonies, including Suriname, were incorporated into the Kingdom of the Netherlands. All the people were given Dutch citizenship and allowed to live in whatever part of the kingdom they wanted. And so Gilly Koster and his family chose to move across the Atlantic.
I left Suriname when I was 6 years old. This was 1962.
So Gilly was already living in Amsterdam when, in the 1970s, suddenly a lot more people from Suriname started moving to the Netherlands.
There were 5,000 people coming per month sometimes. Maybe I exaggerate a little bit now, but a lot. 3,000 at least every month.
A movement had started within Suriname for independence from their former colonial rulers. And people got scared that the upheaval would be bloody and that they'd lose their ability to live in the Netherlands.
They thought, well, we have to go now. If we wait too long, we have to stay in Suriname.
That's Dan Decker, who wrote a book about the Bijlmermeer. You met him in the last episode.
So it was quite an exodus.
Suriname eventually did become independent in 1975, and around this time, it's estimated that more than a quarter of the country, or about 100,000 people, moved to the Netherlands.
For the government, it was really a shock because they had housing problems in the Netherlands, and they didn't know where to place all those people.
Of course, there was one place with housing available in the 1970s, a brand new development with thousands of empty apartments, the Bijlmermeer.